Hello, this is Max from Media Search Program. I'll have my search links down below. Before I start the video, I want to say thanks to everyone who watched my AMD Ryzen video. That was really cool. I'll have the link up here if anyone wants to watch it. Thanks for all the feedback, support on the video. I'm quite astonished how good the feedback was and whatnot. Hopefully this video could get a lot more than that video did, so that'd be really cool if you could all support it, share it, subscribe and whatnot. Help channel grow, helps me make better content, and helps me to understand more about what users are after, and also more videos on different technology and thoughts and the rest. So that's really cool, so thanks for the support. Besides that, let's get today's video with Intel's new CPU, Kaby Lake. So Kaby Lake is pretty much a new 14 nanometer. Well, really, it's not really new 14, but it's running the same architecture as the Skylake did. So they've just really refined it, more power, more optimized, less power consumption, and just overall more efficient. So you're looking at a 14 nanometer, just like its previous predecessors of the Skylake and Broadwell. Now, it does come with pros, cons, and some other features. So we'll start with some of the features. So they've now got a bigger, I'll show you in the picture over here how they've got a bigger slot space for the actual HD graphics. So that allows you definitely to do more 4K video production, encoding of VP9 and decode as well. So that's really cool. You can now, with the i7 7th generation Kaby Lake, are able to go ahead and render 1 hour of 4K media HVAC format in 12 minutes, 9.5 hours of 4K video playback. So I'm guessing that's going to be on a laptop on a battery of some sort, and also you're going to get better web performance and definitely desktop user experience. Now with the new Kaby Lake processor, you're also going to be required to have a new Intel chipset, which is a Z260, which will allow you to have a thing called Optane technology. And what does that mean? It allows you to have better storage, read and write access, so more optimized and more definitely efficient for gathering information, data and whatnot. So that's really cool. Now, a few little differences are that they're not running the old tick-tock method. So tick was pretty much an example would be the Haswell, how they're running a 22 nanometer technology. What the tick does is allows them to put more features, optimize it further, and put it into a smaller silicon chip. So what does that mean? An example would be from going from Haswell to Broadwell, 22 nanometer to a 14 nanometer. So smaller silicon chip, put more stuff into it, give you better performance and more optimization with less power chewing up. So it's a really awesome, cool thing about Intel. So Intel, well done. Good job. Now you're probably wondering as well, what else is there besides that? Well, I haven't just finished yet. Let me get on with that in just a moment. The TOC, however, is pretty much like, for instance, Skylake and Kaby Lake. I may be wrong, but this is just the way I kind of see it. You have the same architecture, you've just optimized it more, gave it better boost clock, better frequencies, and they've been able to make it more optimized and more efficient for the user and hardcore gamers. So that's a really cool thing as well. So tick and talk covered for you, really. Now, they've ditched that and they've gone with a different system. I'll have the information on the screen here somewhere, just showing you what they've done really with it. Now, the cons, unfortunately, are that even though Kaby Lake is pretty much a refresh of Skylake, what they've done is they've said with Windows 7 and Windows 8, Kaby Lake won't really work. Skylake does work, but you need to download some patches from Microsoft in order for older operating systems to work well with it. Pardon me. Now, hopefully Microsoft does release these patches and it can work well. Now, the question you're probably wondering is benchmarks. And here's my thoughts on them. Throughout the video, I'm going to be showcasing you some benchmarks of different games, different resolutions, and details of graphics. Now, here's an example of Rise of the Tomb Raider, medium 720 progressive. And as you can see, there's not a lot of differences. And throughout the pictures that I'll be showcasing you, you'll see that within the 6th generation, 7th generation, Skylake versus Kaby Lake, there's not much differences. Maybe 5-10% difference increase at most, not much. So that brings me to really the actual next question. Should you upgrade? Yes or no? If you're running Skylake, don't even bother. Literally, do not bother upgrading. Not here to criticize Intel, but it's like I saw in a Linus Tech Tips video, Intel's lack of innovation. I don't know. I wouldn't know. I don't think it's a lack of innovation. I think it's more or less they want to release something to keep the consumers busy while they go with Kaby Lake, which will be coming up in a near distant future. Maybe that, I don't know. I don't believe it's really lack. I think they just want to see how the consumer market is at the moment, so that's why they released that. I may be wrong, that's my thought. Now, if you don't have a machine and you've got money, should you buy Skylake or Kaby Lake? If you want 4K, you're going to be doing 4K production, you have a red camera that does 4K insanely, whatnot, go Kaby Lake. If you don't have it in the same budget and you're not going to be doing like a mental thing like 4K, but you maybe have just enough, Kaby Lake or Skylake, I would go Skylake. Unless the prices are identical, Skylake. There's not much of a difference. It's just really for 4K mainly. And if you don't have a 4K monitor, you're really going to miss out a lot. So it's really no point. Now, that's if you don't really have a machine. However, if you really have a machine running a 3rd or 4th generation, should you go and upgrade just of yet? No, I would wait a bit more.